Okay, it's Dodge truck time. I spent all day, because I'm slow and can't be bothered and don't like to rush things, putting those little side steps on, both sides. One there for my good lady, get up in the truck. This one here for my buddy to get up into my truck. One day I'll do something for myself. However, the next thing I'm going to do, which I will video because I didn't video the steps because it wasn't really worth it, is replacing these bloody awful headlights. You don't drive much in the winter out here, at night. Why? Because no need to. Most of the time it's bright and shiny. But I did have to drive to, the local takeout to get some stuff at night, and as you can see, these headlights aren't particularly good. And I also don't like the way they look. So I bought myself some new ones. And here they are. They are made by Halo and LED. No, that's not who they're made by. They're made by Spectra D, but they are Halo and LED lights. So, the only thing I'm not keen on is they do have these crappy connectors. I may not be using those, we'll see. Now let me show you what's in here. That's the back. Oh, flip it over. There's the front. Now look at that, doesn't that look sexy? So, what I now need to do is figure out where all this shit goes, because it looks like there's a few extra wires. Obviously that's the main connection, and there's an LED adapter there, so I got to figure this all out. So let's get on with that and see what we can do. Come along for the ride. Now, first thing I like to do is remove this. Now, as you can see, mine's crapped out, so let's dig the rubber away first of all. Doesn't take much. This is rotten as hell. Rotten. Okay, and then I use these long nose pliers. I just find it's better than trying to use side cutters. Side cutters, sometimes you can end up cutting, quite literally. So we just get these out of the way. Oh dear, that's a shame that one broke. Well, never mind. That's what happens, it gets old and brittle. Just that one seems has had an issue, but okay, alright, let's put those up there. Nice and safe. Now, we need to remove 3 bolts on this. There's one up here. Now, if you can see it in there. There is another one down, deep down, and then there's one around the side here. Now the one on the side, that's easy enough. Now the one deep down, let me take this off and then I'll just do it. Can you see it down there? That's the one down there that I got to get to. So let me put you back on my head. Woo! Hey, stop looking at my crutch. And that one, you can get the tool in. It's not easy to get to, this one, I can tell you that. And in fact, I tell you what, I think I'm going to get to it from underneath. I'll be back. Now, having got the bolts out, next thing to do is to pull the headlight out. And it pulls this way. They're never easy, I can tell you that. Because there's a metal clip that's, that holds it on the side light side. There she goes. And now we have to jiggle and piggle it to get it out. It's it's such fun. Let's disconnect this side light first. Thusly. And then you just keep wiggling at it, and eventually it will just suddenly come out. Ha ha ha, he says. it will suddenly come out, won't it? Oh, let's disconnect this one. It's not coming out easy. Let me take this off. Always comes out that way then. There you go. Then we can deal with it. This is the trick. Okay, then you got it out. Okay, so there you go. That's the headlight removed. Let me retrieve this, because I'm giving this away on the good old Craigslist. I have no use for it. Let me see if I can pry this up with a screwdriver without breaking it, of course. That's always a preference. And whatever you do, don't touch these bulbs. They are halogen bulbs, and the grease on your skin will actually cause a hot spot on the bulb. And then it burns out quicker. So whenever you're doing that with bulbs, halogen bulbs, do not touch them. Come on, baby, you can do this. There we go. All right. We'll deal with that later. You don't need to see me do that. Right, so now this is ready to go. They bring it through there. I like to bring it here. It gives it more room for you to play with. All right, now let's get some dielectric grease. Again, this is just something I do. You don't have to do it. Yeah. All it means is next time you go to change this bulb, it should come out easy. See, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Not a lot of people know that. Let's grease this up as well. All right, and a little bit more lube. Just around here. Hopefully you're seeing some of this. Right, there we go. Oh, and this, by the way, is for the fog lights. I might be able to get the fog light wiring harness. I don't know if I'll bother. I don't go out in the fog. But I don't go out much at night either, but there you go. Right, now let's grab the light. And here they are. Oh, it is, should I say, not they. Okay. And get this stuff pulled back. There we go. Nicely done. Yes, Jay Leno. Oh, of course, I want to get that off, don't I? Okay, slight change of plan here, guys. Give me that back. Right, there's this silly elastic band on it. And I want to tape up those wires too. Leave that separate. Now, if you had fog lights there, or driving lights, it seems that it's called over here a lot, then you would use these wires. I don't have that option, unfortunately, because that gives me nice little halo lights, but I don't have that choice. Shucks. But there you go. It's just, I just want to wrap these up so that there's no problems. Do you have to do this? No, you could probably just let them dangle in there. I don't think it'll make any damn difference whatsoever. However, that's not the way I work. As I'm sure if you've watched any of my videos, you know I do. Stupid shit. Does it matter that these ends are exposed? No. because they are not connected to anything, so they have no juice in them. I just like to keep them protected. From what? From the elephants. You see there's no elephants under here. Right. Here's me saber tooth. Yeah, babies, that one's sharp. Okay, so that's that neatly out of the way. Now we can go ahead and stick it in the hole. Last time I found this was in the way, so I'm going to move it. I'm going to stick it under here somewhere. Out of the way. There we go. Right. Now let's... Oops, I forgot to remove this. It's kind of important, believe it or not. But why? Yep. Okay. Right, now we can... Oops, hang on. There we go again. One more little dibby dab of grease. And this is to go where that spike goes. At this spike here, it goes into a hole. And that hole's up there. Again, hopefully, just make life a little simpler when it's coming out. Oh, we're all greased up on those. Now, obviously, depending on the type of headlights you're changing, this procedure will be probably exactly the same. Right, so there we go. There's our lovely little turn signal. Let's get that in. Oh, that's not right. Hang on a second, children. Oh, you silly ass, Gary. Right, let's try that again, shall we? Get it in the right place. Big hole is there. Make sure we get it in properly. Okay, now connect this one. Done. Dun, 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 dun. And I found on the other side this worked. Yeah, well, that was the other side, Gary. You know what, it's always a pain. There we go. Now all you got to do is feed the wires on this side. Make sure you pull them all through, because they do like to get in the way of everything. There we go. Okay. Put that out of the way. Oh, those little wires got caught underneath. Oh, come on, let's pull it through. There we go. All right. That too. Good. Right, let's try again. Now all we've got to do is line that pin up in that hole there, that in that hole there, and that over up in there. See, that's all you've got to do, just line it up. I don't know why you're making such a fuss about it. Okay, let me struggle. Okay, finally got it in. A little bit of a struggle, but you get there eventually. Next thing to do is put the bolts in. I've got that one in there already. And that one in there. I've just got to get that one down there. Oh, and then we can put this clip on. Let's do that. Hang on a second. Not clip, I mean this rubber strip piece. Now, as you saw, I busted one of me plastic things. So what I'm gonna do is, it goes the other way around. No, it doesn't. Don't lie to me, it goes that way around. Let's put one in the top here. And then the other one over here. There we go. That'll work nicely now. It just helps keep the airflow through the radiator. Alright. Next I guess is turn them on. And let's start with the hazards and the headlight. Let's see how that goes. Right, hazards. Headlights. Hazards on, headlight on, headlight on, hazard on. How about that? Now let's go to main beam, shall we? Now that should be main beam, so that should be the other light. And it is there. And it is there, look at that. Hey, super duper. All right, we are finished. Neat, huh? Oh, and those smart ones of you will have seen my new steps here for the wife. All right, hope you enjoyed that very silly little video. Not really a blow-by-blow instruction, but not too bad, I guess. Oh, all right. Thanks very much for watching. See you on the next video, whatever that will be. Who knows? Now I've got my nice new lights on. One thing I forgot to mention, that bolt that I've got to get down there, which is very awkward to get to. Obviously with this, it'll just keep falling out. There's a little trick. Get a piece of paper, fold it in half, get your bolt, get over the socket, force it in, ha ha ha, he says. Now that is not coming out, so you can insert it to where you need to. And then once it's in there, you pull it out and you're just left with a little piece of paper which you can pick off or leave to blow off. Now get out in that garage and do some shit.